Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to our webinar about how to collaborate on your D365 sales quotes while working from your home office. To prove you that we're really working in home office, we switched on our camera for the moment and to say hi to you. I'm Lisa from Docs42 and I'm very happy to be here together with Fabian today to guide you through the next 30 minutes. Hi, Fabian.
Hello, everyone. Also from my side, hello to this webinar. We are here in our home office, as Lisa said. I'm also business technology evangelist at Docs42, and I gained a lot of experience regarding document automation as I'm involved in a lot of projects, and I'm really happy to show you then in a live demo later on, how the best way is to generate documents. So first, Lisa, start with a little overview, and then you will see me later in the next section, in the demo section. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, every one of us is facing quite a difficult time at the moment. We all have to work from home. I hope that all of you and all your families are well. And we thought about how could we assist during that time. So Fabian and me, we are both working in sales. We're both working on projects together. And we thought about showing you our way and how we collaborate on the projects and how we generate our sales quotes for the customers today. So the main focus will be that live demo where we show you within Teams how we work with that. But in the beginning, I will give you a short introduction as well about Docs42, so you know who we are and what we do and probably why you're here. And then please ask as many questions as you may have. We will have some time towards the end for your questions and answers. Please post them in the chats panel of the GoToMeeting. Great, then let's get into it. I'm gonna stop my webcam for now and I'm gonna continue with the slides now. And let's start. So when it comes to projects and when it comes to today we took the example of a sales project, but basically we could talk about any project on where you collaborate with your team. Teamwork is very important, as all of us know today. And in our example, we usually have three groups of people involved into projects. We have the IT, we have the business, and we have the marketing. All of them collaborate to have successful projects rolling out, and all of them work on the same goal. In our case, it's a sales goal, so to provide the perfect customer documents to the customer and to secure some deals, of course. And how are all those three roles involved into projects? So collaboration is very important. The IT is there to provide us with the systems we're working with Dynamics, for example, with SharePoint, with Power Automate. So they give us the opportunity to collaborate and work together, while the business and the marketing are heavily involved into sales projects. They communicate with the customer. They make sure that the customer gets the right information for him or her, that it looks appealing, and that we get a great customer experience. Usually, a lot of collaboration would happen in the office on working together on projects, a lot of meetings. At the moment, this is not really possible, so Microsoft Teams come into play, which is heavily used by the business and also by marketing to collaborate on the sales projects and on the documents that are sent to the customer in the end. So much about that. Now, let me tell you who we are today. So we will show you an example of how to collaborate on document generation within Microsoft Teams and Dynamics CE and SharePoint, and Docs42 is a tool for document generation. So we really focus on collaboration and empowering business users and also IT within our product. And so that's why we have an intuitive design in Microsoft Office. You can design Word, Excel, PowerPoint templates, which you then later on can flexibly generate from your Microsoft Teams, for example. We will see all of that in a live demo. And we are a company headquartered in Vienna, Austria. And down below, you see a few of our reference customers. So just for you to know, Docs42 is used across industries and from every company size, from a small one to a large one, and in any industry, could be legal, could be manufacturing, public, finance, and so on. And just to give you a quick overview, this is how a Docs42 template looks like, what we will later on generate within Microsoft Teams. So we can integrate data from any data source, and we can include pictures, dynamic tables, and so on. So that's very important for the marketing aspect, to really corporate identity focused and a powerful documents that you can share with your colleagues, and also you can collaborate on the design here. Then with no code, you can integrate various data sources. Today we focus on dynamic CE and on SharePoint, but also any of those other data sources would be possible to include and to mix for your documents you'll send automatically from Teams. And then of course the output is very important as well, from the usual Office one, from Word, Excel, PowerPoint to PDF, to storing it to Teams and sending it via email. That's what we're going to show you today. Great, but so much about the theory, really just a short introduction so you know what we do, to set a little bit into context. Now let's switch to the live demo. So in our demo today, Fabian and me, we're working on a customer project. The customer is Adventure CO. Our contact is Michaela Mitarbeiter there, and we've been in contact with her previously. We're selling solar panels, and then Fabian received a call from her that she's interested in seeing some more, and she would like to see what we propose to her. And this is where our collaboration starts, where we work together on the project and where we provide Michaela with all the information she needs. So I'm switching to my Microsoft Teams. I'm here in Teams, and I'm.
In the meantime, as Lisa said, I have the call received from Michaela, and I just wrote in the Teams, in our sales Teams channel, that she please should generate a proposal for Michaela. So while I'm talking, I just sent this one, and here we go.
Great, and I'm going to say yes, that's really cool. I'm going to do that, no problem at all. I'm just sending him a like, and then here within my sales channel, I just go to my proposal for that customer. So I have my solar panels proposal, and with that I've linked my D365 for customer engagement proposal for Michaela. So I've set it up before, but now I'm just using it here within Microsoft Teams. And here we see that it's our customer, Michaela. It's a solar panels proposal. Here we have some information about the situation of the customer, the need, and so on. So basically we're in an opportunity form here. And now I want to send Michaela a proposal for her project and what we propose to her. So what I do now is I'm going to go here on generate proposals, and here I have various options. And what I do first, I want to have a preview before I send it to her, how it looks like. So I'm going to say generate PPTX. So now Docs42, so we've used that with Docs42 in the background. It's pulling a PowerPoint template because we're going to generate a PowerPoint proposal. It's inserting all the information from my quote and generating a PowerPoint, and it will return it to my screen. For you to know, the PowerPoint template for that in the background, we've stored it within Microsoft Teams as well. So that's in the template designer channel, it's stored there. And if I wanted to change something or adjust something, I would just need to open it from there. And I can adjust it anytime, and all the changes will be live immediately. And hope that the proposal will be returned soon. The usual demo effect. It will take some time. But yeah, for you to understand, so I've clicked the generate proposals up there, and you can have as many actions as you may like here. Great. But now my proposal is returned, and it's a PowerPoint generation. And here we say it's a solar panels proposal for Adventure CO for Michaela. Here we have a forward. In our case, Claudia's Cloud is the account manager, not Fabian, because we've stored it like that in the system, in the CRM. I'm going to show you in a second. Here we have some pictures included from Dynamics. The company analysis is included here with some pictures that are stored on SharePoint. Fabian will show you a bit later how that works. Down here, we have the products that are also taken from Dynamics CE with the pictures. And here, Michaela has the possibility to contact us also, for example, by scanning this QR code. All of that was done automatically, and I didn't leave my Microsoft Teams. So I can say I really like my proposal. I don't want and I don't need to do any changes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go here and I'm going to send that proposal directly by email to Michaela. So instead of getting the proposal returned, I'll send it attached as a PowerPoint presentation, could be PDF as well, directly to my customer, to Michaela. And then when Michaela has received it, I should also, of course, inform Fabian about it, that the proposal was sent out. Usually you would send an email for your information, Fabian, that's done, or you would go to your colleague. In my case, this was done automatically. So if I go back to my general tab, I can see here the email is sent, your sales proposal, hello Michaela Mitarbeiter. So the whole email was here. I'm also going to download the original email so you can see the original, but basically we have some pictures included, and also in nice corporate design, the email this was designed too, because the email design was also Docs42 Word template. And in the meanwhile, while the email is downloading, I'm just gonna tag Fabian so that he knows, Fabian, she's received the proposal. So Fabian knows about it, and he would see that here as well. And if I open my email, we can see Michaela Mitarbeiter, email with the pictures, and in the attachment, I have the PowerPoint as well. And all that has happened without me ever leaving Microsoft Teams. Great. And that's the first scenario of how we collaborate on proposals. And then now let's say it's a few days later, and then Michaela had some time to look at the proposal, if she likes it or if she doesn't like it, and she's decided that she likes it. So what Michaela does is she's sending us an email, and she's like, great, please send me a quote, regards Michaela. So in our scenario, I'm just sending the email in the name of Michaela, but just to show you, when she replies, we will get an instant notification here as well. Great. And I know that Fabian is the contact person for the quote, so I'm gonna tag him again, and I'm like, Fabian, yeah, Michaela wants a quote, please take over again. So my part is done for that. Fabian is informed, and I'll let him do his part now.
Thank you, Lisa. I tried quickly to share my screen. I guess it is working right now. So let me close this here. Great. Thank you very much, Lisa. This is now here. I see there's a proposal from Michaela. She's very happy about our products. So in the meantime, I added a quote in CRM. I quickly open this one. I directly could do this from Teams, but I quickly open it here. You can see what we did. I just added some products here because our company, Solar Power Deluxe, is providing products on the one hand, and of course we are providing services. So we are integrating solar panels on the roof of the customers. So our quotes look a little bit more complicated than just listing these products here. And there's, excuse me, there's one tool, it's called SharePoint, where you can collaborate very well. And we have one SharePoint library, and there are some text modules or some quote modules integrated. And our entire team can now work from, these quote modules. And I just quickly open them, that you see it. The marketing team could work for the marketing incentive here. That should be included into the quote. Then we have the PowerPoint presentation that has to be included. The tech guy is working on it. And then we have some, might be my work, the cover letter. So I'm the sales guy. So I did this one for Michaela again. That should be included in the quote. And we have some calculations. This is a normal Excel file. And all this information has to be included into our final quote. So I go back to Teams now, and I can directly open my quote, which we have seen here, in Teams. So I have here a ribbon, there's a solar panels quote, and I can then directly generate my quote from Teams. So this is exactly the same quote with the 3 products here. Cloud is Cloud, in this case, is our demo user, but that should be me. And here you see our customer, Adventure CEO, and this is our contact person, Michaela. And here I have the same action buttons. So I quickly can generate the quote, and this is what I do first. I just want to have a return of this quote. Clicking on this button is generating me again the quote, and the quote is a Word template. And this Word template is stored in our SharePoint. And in the next part, in the next 5 minutes, I will change something in the template as well, that you can see how it works. So, but firstly, I will quickly open it and show you how the quote looks like. Let me zoom out a little bit, and I make it a little bit smaller here. So you see, this is all information coming from CRM. This is all the quote information. Then this one here, this is the Word template, which is stored from SharePoint. It's included here. Then we go further down, and we will see the products, 3 products, with the images as well. This is stored in CRM here. And then this one is the Excel file. That was the Excel file which I opened and showed you. This is the tech guy which is working on it. So it is directly included here as well. And then on the 3rd page, there is the PowerPoint presentation and this little marketing incentive at the end. So the quote in the first view looks very well, but I see one mistake. There is the wrong color here. So I would like to change the template because somebody made a mistake maybe. So I will open the template right now, and I don't have to leave Teams in this point as well. I have a template designer Teams here, so I can directly open it from here, from my Teams. And you see there is the CRM template in the ribbon. I open this one, and here, this is our library where all our templates are stored. And this one is the template. I can open it here and online, but I had opened it before in my Word desktop because template designing from scratch starts always in the desktop version of Word or of Office, of your Office Office. And that's why you have the Docs42 add-in here. And if I click on Data Map Designer, this is where you connect all your data. So here you can directly connect to your data sources. You see there's a lot of CRM data connected, but you can also connect to SharePoint, to Excel at the same time. So there are no limitations. We have seen it in the PowerPoint presentation before from Lisa. So all our connectors are here, and you can connect as many data sources as you need. So there are no limitations. Well, after doing that, you have then the possibility to insert your data fields, the blue Docs42 data fields, via drag and drop directly into your document. So this is pretty easy from here. And you can also format them as you need them. So you see this one is green, something like this. And I want to have it in my corporate identity. So I just highlight it as well with the data field here, with the blue with the name of the customer. And I want to have it in orange, for example. And then I save this, and now this data field is formatted as orange. And I can always generate this document locally on my client, what I will do right now. So then we put these two documents side by side so you see what happened. Okay, I had this document a little bit too long open. Let's see if it works now. Maybe I have to open it again. Yeah, the typical demo effect, we ever have it. We always have it. So let me see. I guess the document was very long open. So that looks not very good.
Pavan, otherwise, I think it's fine if you just go back and generate it again from the system.
I guess because I saved it, so yes, I will do it this way. So actually, I just generated directly again from Teams. I saved it. I guess it worked. I don't know what happened there, but it definitely worked. So I go back to my sales teams here, go to the solar panels, and I would like to generate this document now again. And just store it to SharePoint, because this is one output action as well. So you can directly store it then in SharePoint or in your Teams channel as well. So I click here on this button. The document will be regenerated and stored to a specific SharePoint library. And I can open this library then and just show you the document. I guess the color is changed now. So let's see. I'm not 100% sure if the saving worked, but let's see. I open it here, so I can directly open it from Teams again. This is our quote here. And if I open it, let's see if the color has changed. Yes, it has changed. So that worked. And yeah, this looks pretty good then. Good. If I have a look now as sales manager, before I sent the quote to Michaela, I saw another mistake, and I would like to fix that immediately. So you see there is a number 14. It's 14 hours. That's quite too long. This is not that much, so I have to change that. And here again, I don't have to leave Teams, because we are working here in Teams, and I can open my quote modules directly from Teams. I click here on quote modules. I have a folder here with the quote ID. I just open it there, and then there is my Excel file, and I can open it here directly, and I can change the numbers and the figures. So there's 14. Let's make it it's just 1 day or something, 8. And if I close this one, let me close this one here. So this is saved now. That looks good for me. So I can say now I generate the quote again and send it to Michaela. I go back to my solar panels here and have another output action. That's the draft email action. So I would like to generate a draft email. You see it here, create draft email with Docs42. That basically generates again the quote, attaches me the quote with the new numbers from the Excel file as well. And I have a predefined text already there. So you see, hello Michaela Mitarbeiter. This email text is also a Word template, so you can also include metadata from your quote or from CRM or SharePoint. And you see here is the quote attached. The email address is already included. If I open the quote quickly, then you will see there is my Excel file. The Excel file which I changed is fixed. And now I just would like to show you, because we're running out of time, just one more thing. You can also trigger, Flow can also trigger a Docs42 service. So if I change something here, let's say the discount is wrong. I changed the discount to 20% for Michaela because I had a very good relationship to her. So I click here on save. Right now, the Flow is triggered in the background, and it's calling our Docs42 service again and regenerates the document and put it to the specific library here. And I would like to show you that as well. And then you can see that a flow can also be included without any problems. So I go back to my library here, and I just quickly need to refresh this because flow lasts sometimes some seconds, but yeah, it will be there in a second. And here it is, the flow update regenerated with our new discount. You see, if I go further down, you see there is a 20% discount included. And of course, the correct Excel number, the 8, is included as well. So that was very quick, a little workflow around quote generation. Michaela has her quote. I, of course, can directly send the quote to Michaela, but I also can do the draft email action. So we saw a lot of output actions, a lot of possibilities, and actually I don't have to leave Teams if I don't want to. I can do that directly collaborating from Teams. Good. Lisa, I would give you back the screen because we have a Q&A there if there are some questions.
Exactly, yeah. I will start sharing my screen again. Just give me a second, and now I should be able to share my screen. Can you see it already again? No. 1 second.
So my doorbell was ringing. You see, I'm really in home office right now.
Really working from home office.
Real home office. The doorbell is keep ringing. And Lisa, I make you presenter, okay?
Yes, please do that. Ah, yeah. Now I'm back. Can you see my PowerPoint again?
Not yet.
Yeah, but now you should.
Yeah.
Can you see the PowerPoint? Yeah. Sorry for that. Yeah. So basically, if you're asking yourself now, how does it work? So just to give you a quick idea and overview, in the beginning, we have the Docs42 template, which we upload to Teams or to SharePoint Online. And then we're using Azure Active Directory as a security mesh in the background. That allows us to retrieve data from Dynamics and from SharePoint with our Docs42 online server. It returns as data. We're using tokens for that. And then we have a trigger, which can be manual from Teams by one click or with Flow. And then with Docs42 Online, we return the finally generated document. Really just a short and quick overview. Of course, if you have some more questions on that, please ask us anytime. And now we're in the last part. So time for questions and answers. If you have some questions, please post them now in the chat panel. And in the meanwhile, while you do that, let me take the opportunity to introduce you to the Docs42 class. So today was the first session of our Docs42 class, and we will have a weekly series of that where we will give you some educational content each week, every Wednesday. And next Wednesday, our CEO, Christian Bauer, is hosting a webinar on how to calculate the Docs42 return on investment. And at 11 a.m. we have the German, but I think most people that are online today speak English. So at 11:30 a.m. we have the English speaking webinar, and this is the link to the English one. So if you want to register, please go ahead and register here. And in the meanwhile, let me check questions. So I can see there was one question coming in. Do I need to use Dynamics from Teams? No, certainly not. You can generate your documents also directly within your Dynamics CE. And Dynamics CE can be on-premise and can be online, however you may need. So with Teams, this is just a further scenario of how you could use Docs42, especially during those difficult times. Great, and now we've run out of time, and just one last thing. Thank you so much for coming. If you want further information, please drop us an email, visit our website, And what we also do today is you can request your free trial, of course, and we can also offer you a 2-hour free workshop. So for example, we can work on your template design with that. We can work on your CE scenario. All of that's possible. Feel free to book it. And then there was one more question, and I'm quickly going to answer that before I stop. If it's possible to use Salesforce as a data source. Yes, Salesforce is also possible to integrate as a data source. That's also possible.
Perfect.
Yeah, and if you have some more questions on that, if you want to know some more, just drop us an email with that and we'll be happy to talk about that. Good, then thank you everyone for joining. I hope this scenario gave you some inspiration on how it could help you during those difficult times, and stay at home, stay strong and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much from my side as well. Bye-bye. All the best for you. Thank you.
Bye.